Animator nodes are the most important node in Vizibeat. Every Vizibeat setup will have them because without them, you can't animate anything. They're also one of the most customizable nodes in Vizibeat. They're special controls to make the exact kind of animation you want to make easier. You can add animator nodes by going to the main node menu, or you can drag-drop an actor into your motion graph and a node will be created automatically. Let's add a couple properties. Let's add intensity and color. Animator nodes are always laid out in the same way. Properties are on the left, while the things you're animating are on the right. If you have actors selected, you can add those actors to an existing node. So now we have 1, 2, 3 spotlights. The actor selection menu is here if you want more advanced options. Animator nodes have two modes of operating: same mode and different mode. Notice how these spotlights are all grouped together. This is same mode. That means they share the exact same animation. Let's change the mode to different. Click on the mode here and select different. This will break the group up, and now you can see each spotlight has its own set of properties. Let's put in some different data for each. Now, the lights are all animating differently, even though they're on the same animator node. Keep in mind that you can only animate a thing's property from one place at a time, even if that place is inside another motion graph. So, if I added another light node, added the same spotlight, and added an intensity property, this is not going to work because we have the same property, intensity, for the same thing, spotlight 1. As you can see, only this one on the right, by chance, is working because it's overwriting this one. You should never do this. What you can do instead is delete the duplicate property, bring its input to the other animator node, and wire them both in. By default, Vizibeat will animate with the strongest signal. So you can't have duplicate properties on the same thing, but you can animate different properties on different animator nodes. These different animators don't even have to be on the same motion graph. It only matters that the properties are different. When you add a property, you'll be starting with no wires. You don't necessarily have to wire anything in. You can set a static value here. Let's say you do wire something in. You'll see a second input on the left of the number you put in previously. These controls now remap 0 and 1 to this minimum and this maximum value. So when this waveform reaches 0, it will apply 0, and when this waveform reaches 1, it will apply 160. This is useful because most of the time when you're building up motions and effects in Vizibeat, the range of values is going to fall between 0 and 1. Then at this final step of animation, you can remap it to appropriate values. Occasionally, you might want to remap values into appropriate ranges before sending them into an animator node. These values have already been remapped to 0 to 160. If we plug them in, they're going to be remapped again and be way too bright. So if we're using already remapped values, you can go into Settings and then turn off Remap Input. Then the animator node will apply the raw incoming value. There are more powerful options in this menu here. Most importantly, there's controls for customizable delay. You could use a delay node, which is helpful for simple delay effects when the delay is consistent across the whole node or increases by a fixed amount with each channel. But sometimes you might want to make the delay amount different for each channel. In that case, go to the animator settings and select either time or note delay. Now, for each parameter, you can control exactly how much to delay the incoming value. Delaying by notes works almost exactly the same, except the unit of time is a note versus seconds. This delay amount will scale with your BPM. Most properties directly set their values, like color or intensity, and 90% of the other properties. Some special properties can use additive mode, which instead adds to the current value instead of directly setting it. So this is what the yaw looks like if we're directly setting it. it moves back and forth between 0 and 90. But if we turn it to additive, then it's going to spin the lights around progressively. Now you've mastered animator nodes and animation properties. Use them to create incredible animation.